to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering Stage 2 of the Gunfighter Gauntlet 24, Heat. Yeah, that's right, this whole stage was based on a scene from Heat. So let's take a look and see what happened.
Ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Alright, this stage begins when they give you a 733 Colt, just like Val Kilmer had in Heat. You rip off a 5-round burst. And it counted, because if you didn't rip off all 5 rounds and tried to game it, they actually penalized for it. So you had to get it all in one burst. You got a little bit of bonus for each one you got on the target. And then you had 5 targets downrange you had to engage over the top of the vehicle. Now you could double tap, and I think they wanted you to double tap, but I've done so much brutality that I did everything in a sweep of 1 through 5 and then started over and swept 1 through 5 again. I guess some habits, once ingrained, die hard. So using the TA-44 with 1.5 magnification and a circled out reticle here on the top of my Wood Stoner rifle. And as I said in the previous video, this is a great combination. Worked really well for this stage. The reason I'm not going faster is the targets were blending in really good with the mowed grass and the hay grass in the background. And they were just hard to see, so target definition is what was taking time. Also, they didn't provide much splash, so the RO had a real challenge giving you any corrections.
Go!
Alright, reenacting the go signal from Heat. And what you did here at this barricade was re-engage the same target array. Again, it was supposed to be double taps. I did it in sweeps. And you could use any part of the prop. I chose to stand just because, as the way I saw it, it would be about the right height for my body stature, and it turned out to be pretty true. But you could have braced off either side if you chose, or even gone prone next to it, as long as you were touching the prop. And my sympathies goes out here to the RO. He had a heck of a time seeing the hits. Or seeing the misses and being able to give you a correction, because you can see with all that grassy background there was no chance for any splash. So dashing up to the third barricade here, not only did you have to do the sweep, you had 2 long-range targets, which I believe they told me were at 450 and 500 meters. And yeah, there in the background you're seeing the right-hand target just barely. The left-hand target you can't even see due to the GoPro not zooming in. I mean, this made for a very challenging shot. All these shots were challenging, which was really good about testing your marksmanship skills, which make a stage like this very interesting, very challenging, high round count, and reenacting a great movie scene. What's not to love about a stage like this?
4, 5, let's get 1 good long range.
Going far right.
Yep. No call. Yeah.
Alright, now we move on to Croups Run. And he gets to crank off of the 733, gets his burst off and runs out of the car. Got to give Brownells credit for providing that 733. That just added the absolute aura of Heat to it. And Coop was a pretty smart guy here. He remembered that he could do double taps instead of sweeps, and I really think that helped him out.
1, 2.
And using this camera shot here to give you an idea how far away some of these targets were. The super far targets are those very white specks you sort of kind of see towards the end of the bay there. And the other targets were gray and blending in really, really well. So the engagements of these were challenging, but the more challenging part was actually identifying the target, figuring out where it was so you can make your engagement.
Left 1 target. Low half target.
And once you get that last shot, you are off the prop and moving out and engaging the 2 silhouettes that you need to engage on the run, which is really awesome to have the opportunity to engage targets on the run. I don't think anybody complained about that. Right here you were required to do a mandatory reload, and that big black bag you've been seeing us all carry, that's full of our cash we got from our bank heist. Because remember, we are simulating Heat here. And just like I did, Coop's got to sweep the 5 primary targets And he's remembering to do them in a double tap again, whereas I did a 1 through 5 sweep and then another 1 through 5 sweep.
Left. 2. 1. 2.
He's using the aim point PRO on this and having pretty good luck. No magnifier, but I don't think it's handicapping him in the slightest. Moving out to the last barricade. As you can see, Coop's a lefty. He thought going to the left side of the barricade might give him an advantage. Let's see how that works out for him.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. No call.
Tries going to the right shoulder. That doesn't work out for him. So he safely unloads the rifle.
I saw clear, we're good.
And moves to the other side of the barricade to collect up his final shots.
You've got 20 seconds. Let's get these last guys. Come on. Just need one on the right circle. Just high.
Although some guys really rock this stage, that's a lot of targets to get and then make some long-range shots there at the end. So very challenging stage, also very fun stage. All right, it's Kevin's turn. And this is, like I said, Kevin's first match. This was our last stage of the day, even though it's technically stage 2. And he's had the challenge, not only is he working with a rifle that he's never worked with before and getting used to red dot and magnifier, which from what I understand is not what he usually runs. Every stage, the ranges for the rifle keep getting longer on him. So he's in the deep end of the pool and getting deeper. And he works it through, though. The challenge of this one is the targets were at a good distance. They were small, irregular shaped.
Slow down, slow down.
We weren't just looking for silhouettes. And they blended in really well with the grass. And the other thing is, great props here to the RO. There was almost no ability to see, like if you missed, you didn't get really splashed. You might see some grass move if you were really lucky. So you had to have a real eagle eye, and the RO here really did, and he was able to give help, and that helped out a lot of people besides Kevin. I know it helped me. I know it helped Coop. And this made for a very challenging stage. Now, you know, it's great to start off and just dump rounds out of a 733. So the stage starts off positively no matter what you do on it.
Second circle.
And Kev just did a real smooth reload right there.
1, 2. Next one.
RO helping him out.
Low 1, 3, 2. Dismount safely.
And now it's time to go on the move.
Safely, good. Hit him.
And not something you see all that often. Targets you're required to engage on the move. And that made for real fun. And I think Kevin here, when he calls out the go signal, is the only one who did it movie correct out of the three of us.
Go!
Now, I should have braced here. That would have helped him out with his shots. And there he goes. He figures it out.
Take a one-lane shot.
When you're in any match like this, if you have the opportunity to brace your rifle, take advantage of it. It will most definitely help you.
High. Hit 1.
You can just barely see the specks of the target there in the distance, right at where the mowed grass meets the unmowed grass on the berm. And like, as you can see, that's a challenging situation, and no fall of shot to tell you if you're high, low, left, right, whatever.
That was left and high.
But that's what makes matches like this as a challenge, and great kudos to Kev for jumping into the deep end of the pool and paddling like a madman to stay above water.
1. Just left and low.
We hope you're finding this coverage of the Gunfighter Gauntlet 2024 helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe because we got Stage 3 coming for you tomorrow.